Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm not your host, Nick Martucci. Usually I am, not tonight. We'll get to that shortly. Before we do that, real quick announcement up top. If you are in the Boston area, April 12th at 7 p.m., we are doing a live in-person Inappropriate Movie Database live from the Midway Cafe in Jamaica Plain. This is going to be our first show there, and from what I hear, we have a residency there coming up if this goes well. First Tuesday every month. This is the first one, so I want everybody who can to come out to that. It's $5 at the door. We have an amazing lineup for that show. It's going to be Ama Marfo. It's going to be Danya Tromer. It's going to be Angela Sawyer. It's going to be Xavier Maurice. Josh Pick is going to be there. He's producing the whole thing. Please come out April 12th, 7 p.m., at the Midway Cafe in Jamaica Plain. For more information on that, go to the Facebook group. If you search Inappropriate Movie Database or click the link in the description of this video, or follow us on Instagram or Twitter at IMDb Game. April 12th, 7 p.m., Midway Cafe, $5. It's going to be such a fun show. I'm so excited that they're letting us do this. So please come out there. But before we get to that, we have more of these. I'm so excited for this show. I'm excited anytime I get to sit back and hand the reins over to somebody else and let them do the show, and I get to play. Tonight is one that I've been looking forward to for so long. You know the host for tonight if you've seen the show before. They've been a guest so many times on the show. They've been the co-host at some of all of the live shows so far. And they're just one of my all-time favorite people. I'm so happy that they have decided to host this show. Please welcome the host for tonight, Elsie Clark.
Woo! Oh my God, thank you. Good evening, cowards. Hello. I am so happy to be here hosting this after so many times having to be a guest, listening to a bunch of clues for a bunch of movies I personally have never seen. But how was that ever going to change unless the theme was movies Elsie has seen? So that is the theme of the night, just movies I've seen. And I got some of my friends that if they're really my friends, they'll know what I've seen and haven't seen. And I think it's all
Jesus Christ.
It's all gonna go really well. I mean, no, it's okay. We'll introduce our panelists, right? I mean, so we'll start with Liz Estey. Liz, we've known each other about 3 years, 2 of them during a pandemic. So I mean, we've talked a little bit, just like, pop culture and everything else. But I wouldn't expect you necessarily to know every movie I've seen.
Thank God. Thank God.
I'm so thrilled you're here. What is a movie that you've seen?
Oh, Jesus. Well, actually, I just
take your time.
Caught up with Spider-Man No Way Home since it had the digital release, and I didn't see it in the theater. So I finally saw it. And it is a movie.
All right. And you've seen it.
I don't know. I definitely to be clear, I used to be all in on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And at this point, there's been a pandemic and I'm just tired. It just is I think I would have been really excited in 2019 to see Spider-Man No Way Home.
When we first became friends, I know we should have gone together.
But in 2022, I'm just yeah, there's Spider-Man. It's a movie, it's not,
There used to be 2 superhero movies a year, and now there's 1 a month. So what, you just can't muster.
Special. It used to be special.
You can't, yeah.
And now it's just run of the mill, short kings in spandex. That's just Tom Holland.
No such thing as run-of-the-mill short kings.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, and honestly, they're so hard to find because every time a short guy hits on me, it involves like lots of like their neuroses. So I'm like, you're not a short king unless you can really own it. You know?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like, if you're 5'5", telling me you're 5'6", and that it doesn't matter, but also, are you sure you're 5'8"? And like, I just can't.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry. I'll stop. I feel like every time I'm on the show, I'm like, guys,
I mean,
dating is
watching this.
It's okay. It's just my mom, and she's at least 5'6". So.
No, I love short kings, but like a short man and a short king are not the same thing.
Yeah, no, like I wish I had been at the Bagel Boss guy that day, because I would have just been like, excuse you, like everyone agrees that Danny DeVito can get it. That's like not really like, and if that's Danny DeVito, so like he has an actual syndrome that makes him unusual looking. He's shorter than you, Bagel guy. Like, what's your fucking excuse?
Yeah. Well, it's the age-old like thing about like incels complaining that like, you know, women are shallow, and then everyone else being like, but your personality sucks. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
You would find someone if you weren't awful on the inside.
That fucking entitlement. Like, but I'm a loser. I can't be an asshole. Like,
you can be both. You can be both. I'm sorry, everyone. That was my rant. Oh no, the incels who watch this show are going to be so mad.
Has prepared a rant, loosely based on whichever movie they've seen. But yeah, Liz, thank you so much for coming. So also here we have a friend of the show, Nick Martucci.
Hi.
I'm so glad you made it.
So I used to be 5'9", and at last check I'm 5'8", so I'm shrinking.
Oh, you gotta hang upside down.
Oh, that's what
You're too young to be shrinking, Nick. You gotta hang upside down. Okay, who else has problems? Because I feel like
I just wanted to stay on topic.
I'm hosting now.
Okay.
Whatever hosts you should waste my time, honest. Like that.
I'll say thank you for having me on this show. It's a thrill to be here.
And I'm thrilled to have you. So what is a movie that you've seen?
I wanted to try to get a leg up because I don't know what movies you've seen. So I went to Facebook and saw that you liked one movie on Facebook, and it is from this year called Salesman. So I watched that today.
Full of Boston talent, available
Absolutely.
on Amazon Prime for cheap. Very good.
There are so many people in that movie. A lot of past guests, including Tyler Durniak pops up, Carrie Ross pops up, and Tookie Kavanaugh, who has won this game, kills it in the movie.
Oh my God.
I mean, Tookie always kills it.
That's true. Tookie is great.
It's so good. Check out Salesman, everybody.
I am so disappointed that I ignored all the posts about being in that movie.
Oh,
I remember them posting a lot, but you know, it was the pandemic. Luckily, we're done with the pandemic now.
You're about to press a rant button, sir.
I host a YouTube game show. Do you think I'm really in a rush to get outside?
It kind of hurts my feelings a little bit if you don't know what movies I've seen, Nick. Because unlike Liz, who I've only known for 3 years, you and I have been friends for 4 years and 364 days. So
is that true?
It is. So Jenny, well, okay. No. So Nick.
Yes.
As of Saturday, we will have been friends for 5 years.
Holy shit. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. And the way I know that is because 1 week prior Jenny and I were seeing my favorite white rapper, Little Debbie, at the Middle East. And
she did. That was so fun.
And she pushed some bitch off stage, remember?
That a guy bought me a shot he said, if you'll be in my TikTok, I'll buy you a shot. And this man was very clearly very gay. I knew that because he was actually kissing men at this show. So I was like, all right, cool. But maybe, maybe you're going to try something. And here's the thing. He did not even like attempt to. He just added me on Snapchat and then like we were done. Oh, you know what? It was Snapchat, not TikTok. This is pre-TikTok. It was Snapchat.
Yeah, it was like, what the?
Yeah, but no, it was like, be in my Snapchat and I'll buy you a shot. And I've never figured out what this con was about because I just got a shot out of it and stood in a Snapchat. I don't get it.
Maybe he was drinking and he forgot to do the second half, of the scam.
It was a Little Debbie show. Anything could happen.
Oh. Anything. But so yeah, Nick, we've been friends for just about 5 years. Pretty exciting. What is a movie you have seen in that time?
Well, here's a thing that I just realized with you talking about that. We have never like gone to the movies together. I invited you to a movie once. Do you remember what it was?
Well, it was Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And you know what happened a week after that?
The pandemic.
Lockdown.
Okay.
So that was the last movie I had seen in theaters before the lockdown. And
okay, that's the story of how I avoided COVID. All right, I love it. But yeah, we will have to someday see a movie. If we didn't have this show, perhaps we would be in Arlington. You're in Arlington, but perhaps we would be seeing the premiere of Salesman.
Salesman, not a sponsor, but go watch that.
It's great. So Nick, we've been friends about 5 years. Known you since 2017. Conor, I've known since 2003. Pretty crazy. So I'm assuming you are very, very familiar with all of my favorite movies.
Well versed with your entire canon of all the films you love. We have watched hundreds together. I recall every single one of them.
Oh, good. Good. Because I put in a couple little shout outs.
Oh, good. Yeah, I couldn't have any trouble at all naming a single one that we watched together.
Good. That's just like, if you're friends. So what's a movie that you've seen?
Well, Kenneth Branagh is playing Hercule Poirot. So, of course, I went back and watched 1983's Evil in the Sun. Apparently, all I do is talk about Agatha Christie on this show. But, we're coming up on awards season, and, it's a very political time of year. People are campaigning, and I don't want to get political here. But I do think it's time that we talk about the Inappropriate Movie Database Awards, the Tucci's, the Stanleys for short. And I just think, there are many great competitors, some of them on this call right now. But I have to get behind, the hill I'm going to die on this year is I have to get behind Joshua Pick. He is my pick for this year. He has the ability to swap between answering the Cider House Rules and Eight-Legged Freaks. He can change the background of his colored background from blue to red. Not quite the array that Lloyd Legacy Sharp has, but like I said, I don't want to get too political, but Josh Pick is my pick this year for the person who should win the Tucci, the Stanley. However, I will say I do not think he deserves the Josh P of the year. That, of course, goes to Josh Poirier. That's all I have to say about that. I won't be taking any other questions except for all the questions that are about to come. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, great. Cool. All right. Stunning testimony from my friend of 20 years on Josh Pick. All right.
Is you want it any other way? I mean, I could bring up Crazy Puppets, hundreds of movies we watched together, or I could talk about Josh Pick.
What is your dog's name?
I'm saying, thank you. It's like, it's just what I wanted.
My
And
dog's
so-
Sadie. Sadie, come here. Come here, girl.
Josh Pick also just commented, "My man." So,
Buddy, I got you in the race. Let's go. You're my
Sadie
horse.
and I
You're my
share a
horse.
birthday.
What's that?
Sadie and I have the same birthday. I just found out.
Oh, wow. Sadie, get over
Yeah.
here. She's being very rude.
That's
Oh,
okay.
well, that's okay. At least we know the name now.
We're both Pisces. We're sensitive. I get it.
She's like, I'll be seen when I want to be seen and
Yeah.
no other time.
Plus, people are talking in the hallway. She wants to go tear it up with them. Get up here. Okay,
Oh.
so
All right.
I'm sorry, I took us away from movies to dogs.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I'm pushing for an 8:45 start time with the movies. So we've got a little time, but we like I guess want to pick it up maybe a little bit. And finally, we have on this show. I'm so freaking delighted that she's here. We have Jenny Isme, whom I have known for 22 years.
Yes, thank
I
you.
wish I said it a different way.
It's okay. We don't look it because Zoom has good filters.
Right.
So that's all that matters. And thank you. I'm so excited to be here. Because yes, Elsie is one of my longest lasting friends. Put up with a lot. And I inherently cannot recall a single film we've ever watched or discussed in any capacity whatsoever. But I feel like I know you so well that I will just know how you feel about a movie. I think that it's just going to be like, so I intentionally did not go into this with any preparation or study whatsoever. I did not go through the last 52 episodes or whatever it is to stand for, where Elsie might have mentioned a movie they've seen or not seen, and cross-check that with a list of movies that have enough parental warnings to be eligible for this show, and then just break it down into kind of like what's the most popular, like kind of most likely choices, especially we see a lot of like repeats. Again, we're going to cross-reference that with like Elsie's guesses, like just what do they typically say, and then you can kind of just look at it and you can memorize a couple of years and really come up with like an easy breakdown. But I did not do that because I believe in the power of our friendship.
Yeah, exactly.
You
There's
brought
no
me into
need
this
for that.
madness, so
Why do
Yeah.
it that way when we've got this peer-to-peer connection right here?
that's right. It's like, it's spooky movie liking at a distance. That's us. And I did see a movie. I saw 5 movies this week.
Wow.
They were
Who's
all
the-
Les Mis.
What?
They were all Les Mis.
5 different Les Mises or the
Yes.
same?
Yes. So
Wow.
here's what happened. My husband, who is the other person watching this right now, I said, hey, I've never seen the Hugh Jackman Les Mis, and I feel like I'm probably like, it would be okay. I want to know what they're up to in there. And he was like, oh, I haven't actually really seen it. I went to see it on Broadway when I was a kid, but I don't remember it. And I was like, oh, cool. So yeah, this will be new for you too. And so we watched that movie, and he was like, I need more. And the whole time I was kind of critiquing it. I'm like, well, listen, you need to really hear how Colm Wilkerson does it because that's the correct way. And
Correct.
so it's absolutely 100%. So he was like, yeah, no, I need more. I need to see this on stage. And then my husband, the completionist, was like, listen, they filmed this in 87, 95, 2012, and whatever, and 2019. We're doing them all. And every single night for a week, we watched Les Mis. Like, I am not okay. I'm still hearing the people sing. So I hope at least 5 of these movies are Les Mis. Which I know you've at least seen the stage show. I have no idea if you've seen the Hugh Jackman movie.
Look,
I've
I have
seen-
a fun
I've
story.
seen the stage show Junior.
Oh, that's yeah.
I've seen Way Ms. Wab. It's
I just have
just
to
shorter,
jump in.
but they've still got kids playing prostitutes. It's very weird.
Love
Jenny,
that.
I just have to jump in.
Also-
I was watching the 25th anniversary about 2 hours ago, which is just ridiculous that you brought that up. Anyway, moving on.
It's very timely. I know. It's crazy.
Did you watch the staged concert with Nick Jonas?
Yeah.
I watched bits of that, and then I watched the 4 Valjeans at the end, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, everything's gonna be all right. And then
Valjean. 4 Valjean. I'm sorry. Is that the correct pluralization?
it is now.
It's Jean's Valjean.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, the 4 Jean's Valjean.
I'm done.
The 4 Valjean of the apocalypse.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
No, I have so many fun stories about sad times in the movie theater with my family, and Les Mis is one of them. Because we saw that right after my grandfather died. So at the end, when he's like singing to Cosette, my mom was just like bawling, and my dad was trying to like comfort her, and me and my siblings were like, this is awkward.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay.
But we survived.
We got through that movie, and afterwards, my husband was like, "Oh, since you cut your hair, you kind of have Fontaine vibes going." And I was like, "Did you say I have dead prostitute vibes? What? I have dead French prostitute vibes because
what could be more glamorous?"
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
I love
but
that he's
Anne
not
Hathaway
like,
and me.
not like you have, like healthy Fontaine vibes, like pre like.
Just
Yeah,
a yassified
Sally was still
hair.
dreaming her little dreams.
I mean, but if there was someone in that movie that I'm like, yeah, get it, it is Anne Hathaway. Annie did the thing.
Did everyone see that clip of her on the Kelly Clarkson show this week?
No.
Oh.
I didn't even know the Kelly Clarkson show
Clarkson
existed. Fill me in.
Challenged Anne Hathaway to some sort of like singing game where it was like, instead of name that song, you like would sing the song. So they started playing parts of the song the band did, and then you had to like step forward and sing. But it's like Kelly Clarkson is iconic because she like doesn't know any of her own music. So like Anne Hathaway kept getting them, right? Because she's a theater kid. So she was like ready for this game. Like, and she did the whole like, I don't know if I'm gonna be good. And then like, dominated, because that's how theater kids do. And then they played the intro to Since You've Been Gone, and Kelly Clarkson still didn't get it. And then Anne Hathaway just started like blasting Since You've Been Gone, like in her face. But in a charming, friendly way. And Kelly Clarkson fully like laid down on the floor. It was very fun. Guys, I can't recommend the Kelly Clarkson show enough. It's like, it's the superior, well, actually the Drew Barrymore show has more chaotic energy somehow. But
okay,
if you're
was From Justin to Kelly part of one of the selections from this song? Because that is going to decide whether I dig further into this.
I'm sorry, I don't think
culture.
it was.
Okay.
That is a movie I have seen, by the way, is From Justin to Kelly.
Really?
Many times. Owned it on DVD. Not
Has
for kind
LC
reason.
seen From Justin to Kelly?
Has LC
Who
seen
can
Portrait of
say?
the Lady Fire?
What? Okay, hang on. Stop it. We're going off the rails, and I don't want Nick to be smug. So let's start.
I'm not doing anything. I'm watching you host a show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Smug bastard. Okay, so the way this works is our contestants will be able to pick a movie that I saw in the 1990s, the 2000s, or since 2010. And we will, I will read
Question on that real quick. Does that mean that the movie came out in one of those decades, or just that
No.
you've seen them in one? Okay,
it's when I saw it.
totally
I will
unhelpful.
also give the year of the movie.
This is perfect. This is a perfect way to categorize.
But it's by when I, LC, saw it. So, again, those time periods are the 1990s, the 2000s, and post 2010. So the past 12 years.
Yo, I feel like my strap might actually work in this one. I feel like my strap might actually work in this one. This is a scale I can predict.
Maybe. But I had hoped to have like twice as many movies ready, but I don't. So there's only there's only 4 of each. So when a category's gone, it's gone. Anyway, so I'll start reading some of these weird parental guidance. You know, some of these people just want to help other parents know if it's appropriate for their kids. Some of them want to like tattle on actresses for being sluts. Some of them just want to like write out all the curse words verbatim. I don't know what makes people write these parental warnings, but what Nick has done here and graciously allowed me to do for an evening is compile these weird parental warnings and use them as clues. And so if when you think you know the movie, use the raise hand button on the Zoom. There's no timer, so everyone can be right. And as the clues get easier, you get fewer points for getting it right. So, without further ado, we'll start with Liz Estey. Liz, would you like a movie that I saw in the 1990s, the 2000s, or since 2010?
Let's do the 1990s, because I feel like that's a level playing field for all of us. I don't know.
Well, I think it's a level playing field because we're all equally good friends with me. All right. I saw this movie in the 1990s. It is from 1996. For
Wait,
5
so
points.
you saw it in 1996 or the movie came out in 1996?
The movie came out in 1996.
And
I saw it sometime during the time period between 1990 and the year 2000.
And Y2K. Okay.
Amazing.
And Y2K. I got it in previews, so I got a screener. So you don't know. I could have seen it earlier. Anyway, this movie is from 1996. For 5 points, under sex and nudity, a character makes a reference to implants while talking on the phone. Oh, all right. Oh, we've got 3 hands up. Did I see that? Anyone else? All right. So we'll start with Nick. What movie?
This Now and Then.
Yes, good guess. And Connor.
That's a good guess. Romy and Michelle's high school reunion.
Awesome. Love it. And Jenny.
Those are cool guesses, but my guess is The Mask.
Love it. I love all of those guesses. So unfortunately, it is not The Mask. And it is also not Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. But it is not Now and Then. So
Liz.
For 4 points under profanity, 1 use of pissworm.
Oh, what?
I already said Romy and Michelle's shit.
All right. Nick has a hand up. Anyone else?
Swarm.
Nick?
This Matilda?
Nick? It's Matilda. 4
Oh,
points.
that is a Roald Dahl word if I've heard one.
Yeah, that's a good
Incredible.
actually.
Wow.
I now get all that Andy DeVito talk. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah,
God.
right? I was thinking
Wow.
that. I was like, this is his magnum opus, and I will respect it. Okay, so additional clues. 3 points under violence and gore. A woman grabs another woman by the arm and threatens to break her arm like she says she did once before. 2, frightening and intense scenes. A room called the Chokey is a room with a foul smell with glass and nails in which students are put into as punishment. And for one point, Miss Trunchbull is revealed to be Miss Honey's aunt, and she tells Matilda the story of how she moved in after her mother's death and how her father suddenly died. It's implied that Miss Trunchbull murdered him in order to inherit his estate. All right, so at the end of that movie, we've got we've got Jenny and Connor tied with -1 each. We got Liz holding steady at 0, and we got Nick in the lead of his own show with 3. So it's anyone's game. But
I was so annoyed when I hosted rom-coms and Nick won, and I was like, come on.
I mean, Nick essentially has a degree in what movie warning
I've played this game. I've played this game 4 times. I've won once.
All right. I'll allow it, I guess.
Pissworm and Matilda. I'm blown away still.
Right?
I'm stuck on the implants.
Yeah, that's something
I don't remember that happening at all. In
Talking on the phone. Wow. Okay. Amazing.
Unless it was like tooth implants. I guess it's my fault for assuming it was breast implants.
Well, I mean, maybe it was, if it was tooth implants, then it was still like winked at as if like, oh, but like, what are they talking about? Her titties or her teeth?
Her
teeth or her teeth?
Age-old question.
Gotta choose.
Would you rather have tits for teeth or teeth for tits?
Oh, Roald Dahl stayed up night.
We're just going teeth for tit here.
I know I'm privileged because I would rather have tits for teeth. Ugh. I don't know though. Okay. All right. Great.
Okay. I mean, really, this question can only be answered if you know, is it like mouths with teeth, or is it just like a single incisor on each side? Because that is definitely going to affect my answer.
Also, for the
Just
teeth, are they tooth-sized tits? Or are they just like massive, big old titties?
Yeah. I feel like I was thinking I would have like 2 or 3 up top and then like 2 down bottom.
Like you just go to smile and it's just a great pair of tits.
Oh man.
Matilda's a great kids movie.
You have to get the teeth tits nipples to harden so you could chew.
Liz!
Mom, I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Jenny's mom.
I was so excited too because I was like, oh, they always put me on the shows with the bad kids, but I'm gonna be on with the nice kids. I'm so excited. I'll be on with Liz Estey. That's gonna be amazing. She's so nice. I've always wanted to play with her, and now she's out here telling my mom that she's gonna chew with her hard nipples. I can't handle it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I
right.
opened the Pandora's box of questions.
We'll just wait for it. It's already here. It's already, yep. My dad's watching too.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
This does call into question a lot of Roald Dahl titles, though. And if the BFG really stood for the Big Friendly Giant or something just raunchy now, I don't know.
So we've done one movie, right?
One down. We're approaching 8:45.
What are you, the timekeeper?
We're ahead of schedule. Amazing.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be started. Okay. Okay. All right, fine. So, Nick.
This is amazing.
Nick, my friend of 5 years.
Yes.
Would you like a movie that I saw in the 1990s in the period known as the aughts or after the year 2010? And I want to point out there's no movies from 2010, so it doesn't matter where the cutoff is.
Well, I am going to stick with the 90s. I feel like that narrows down the kinds of movies it might be. I don't know what you were watching in your, preteens? Teens? but I feel like we can
Excuse
knock some of
me?
those movies out.
Never mind. Okay, great, fine, cool. Okay, great. So this is a movie I saw in the 90s, and it's from 1971. All right. For 5 points under profanity, not much, if any. 1 use of breasts, Jesus Christ, damn, ass and sex. 2 uses of oh heavens and bastard. 5 uses of hell. For 4 points under sex and nudity, sex is discussed in several scenes. The 2 main characters are later seen in bed. Sex is implied. For 3 under sex and nudity.
I think
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm literally not seeing half of my fucking screen.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. Nick, you've got your hand up.
I mean, it seems weird that you would have seen this in the 90s, but is this Harold and Maude?
Okay. Yeah. 4 points.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Damn it.
Nice.
Wow.
I love Harold and Maude. It's one of my favorite movies.
I mean, same, but I still feel like those clues were widely applicable to a lot of things.
Yeah, they were very general.
Yeah.
I
mean,
just knew that there were 2 characters in bed and not a lot of language.
The male actor from that, I know him from HR Puff and Stuff, the children's show. That was like straight, it's actually an acid trip. That's a children's show. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a giant, like,
I've
Muppet.
only seen the Mr. Show parody, but like,
Okay. I don't, my crazy uncle who lives in Florida, he sent us a DVD box set of HR Puff and Stuff as a gift. I don't know, a gift of nightmares.
I used to watch it on, like, I have no idea what channel would have been playing it when I was a
TV
very
Land,
little kid.
probably.
Yeah, probably, but I know Mama Cass was like witchy poo, wasn't she? Like, it was a significant show, and I look back on it recently and I'm horrified that that was what I found really cool and entertaining when I was like 10, maybe younger, was just like, that is the coolest shit I've ever seen. I was a fan.
It's very, like, it's wild. It's out there.
A kid. It is the coolest shit you've ever seen. You're not allowed to do anything. Anyway.
I'm sorry.
It's
That's
the
all.
closest you could get to drugs. All right. So I feel like we gotta find a way to make it a little bit harder for Nick. Okay. So I don't know if April's home, but maybe she could blow an air horn in your ear, like immediately after I read the clue, so it's not like you can't hear it, it's just like you can't focus.
I'll screw up eventually. We're only 2 movies into this hour.
Yeah, and I don't like it. You've got 7 points and your closest competitor's at 0, so fucking get it together.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hey, Liz, remember Monday's show?
The Monday show was movies from the last 5 years, and none of us could get, like, I think we went to like the second or the second to last or last clue for pretty much every movie, because none of us, we were like, years mean nothing. Like, it just was like, I have no idea.
Spoiler alert, the winner ended the game with 4 points.
Like, it was just a brutal show. And it was a bunch of first timers too. And Nick was like, I promise this isn't how the show is.
Yeah, it's usually like this.
Also, Connor has the highest score of anybody in this game. Connor has a 37 win.
Yeah, but that was because the theme really came down to just like 5 actors. Is really how that worked out. So, I mean, it was the Batmen, but I mean, really, Adam West wasn't really a factor. So I mean, you throw 90s movies out there, it's like, okay, what was Clooney doing? What was Affleck doing? What was Bale doing? I don't know, but Clooney was in this, and it just worked out. But anyway, I'm really making up for it right now.
I'm just trying to defend myself because I want to win.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh,
Ooh, this is hard. I want to talk about the Batman, but let's keep going. So, Connor, the record score holder, what would you like a movie that I saw in the 1990s, in the 2000s, or a movie I have seen since the year 2010?
I'm going to stick to a trend and see if Jenny follows suit, because if there are 3 of each category or 4 of each category, then maybe we'll just go chronologically.
Why don't you just go
So no, now that I've said that, let's go post 2010. Mixing it up mid-thought.
Post 2010?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I saw this movie after 2010. It was made in what?
No.
It was made in 1997. All right. For 5 points under violence and gore, a man is set on fire for a short period of time. I'm pretending not to see your hand, Nick. Jenny?
Home Alone.
Nick?
Con Air.
Fuck you. I'm sorry, Jenny. It's not the movie you said.
It's the movie
Home
Nick said,
Alone.
isn't it?
It's not 1997's Home Alone.
That, I mean, like, I thought maybe you could be wrong. Not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah. He does get set on fire for a short period of time.
That's true.
But then he dunks his head in kerosene.
What a horrifying movie.
Oh my God.
What? I don't know what you mean. That's a heartwarming film for children.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do I live without that?
Yeah. Your creepy neighbor is actually your best friend. Strangers are the problem. All right. So, all right. And
So was that right?
Was that Con Air?
Yeah, it was Con Air. I'm sorry. Did I not say it was Con Air?
I thought you
Obviously, it was
I
Con
thought
Air.
you were just saying fuck you for the fun of it.
That's not that fun.
Okay, can I just say my reasoning for that? I know that you said you were adding some stuff in for certain people, that each of us would have something, and I remember you watching that movie. Like, I think I'm the one that told you, hey, it's available on the service. You told me
it was, but then it wasn't by the time I went to see it. However, I saw it shortly thereafter. So yes. All right, fine. Okay, some of these movies, though, are just very famous movies that I assume you're familiar with. And then others of these movies, I had people in mind, but that could be any tenuous connection whatsoever. All right. Let's close out this fucking charade round. Jenny, would you like a movie that I saw in the 1990s, in the 2000s, or after 2010?
So I do have the suspicion that Harold and Maude was my movie because we've met at a funeral. But no, we didn't really. But
that's canon now.
I love our mysterious backstory. That's beautiful. Okay, so Here's the thing is originally I thought you weren't going to tell us what year the movie was made. I thought it was just when you saw it. So I was like banking on the 90s, thinking like that is the smallest kind of range possible, but I did not come up with a strategy for this. So like, let's get weird with it. 2000 to 2010.
Hell yeah.
That's a black hole. I don't know. I don't think anything happened.
If it did, I forgot.
Hey, was Con Air
If
connected?
we ever saw a movie together, when do you think that would have happened?
You know, the way you say that, I think we did, probably.
Like probably like when we were in high school, maybe. I don't know, like whatever years
Probably.
those were. All right. Anyway. All right.
Okay, so it's gonna be 2000s.
All right. So movies I saw in the 2000s. Oh, fun. Okay. All right. Oh no.
This is the best.
Oh no, it's fine. Wait.
This is so good.
Shut up. Okay. Okay, fine.
Okay.
This is like when your aunt offers to read your tarot cards and then just sits there going, oh my God, oh. Oh, okay, oh.
Oh
All right. This movie that I saw in the 2000s is from 1975.
Okay.
For 5 points, under violence and gore. Some people are fatally shot with a ray gun. No gore or blood.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Where is the reaction?
Oh, Jenny, your hand's up.
It is. I believe that is the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Anyone else? Holy shit! Oh man, 5 points, Jenny. It's Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay, okay, you know, now that you mention it, maybe we have seen some movies together. One, two.
Huh. All right.
Also, the Batmans, I did bring my Batman today.
Oh my God.
I need you guys to know that.
Oh, is that the popcorn?
It's full of Doritos right now.
That's amazing.
I paid another person to get this for me because I was too scared to go to the theater, but really needed this bucket.
That looks sturdy.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Honestly, it's still not time to. Well, you know what? Round break because we made it.
This is going to be the longest episode, and I'm
You say
thrilled.
that all the
Longest
time. I
I
don't
think it
think
already
it is.
is.
Heck. I think there's longer ones out there that just have a lot more dead air.
I think
Most
we're
of them
compensating
you're
for all of,
on.
like- No, I think that we're compensating for all of Nick's like 3-point shots here. Like you're sinking them from downtown. There are hundreds. of
Hey,
movies
who
that are
just got
passing us
5
by.
points on that?
Yeah.
Well, that
Not
I-
Nick.
that one time I saw a movie. Okay.
I'm so bad at this because my movie knowledge is random as fuck. Like there's not one area I'm good at. It's just weird things that stuck in my mind.
I will say, Liz, I had a harder time out thinking of like specific movies for you. It was more like, well, I knew you did the rom-coms, for example. Are there rom-coms in here? Who can say?
One of us can.
Depends because
right.
I think people have different definitions of rom-com, and you got to respect that people come to the genre from different perspectives.
It's true.
No, seriously, because some people consider anything that's like not a romantic drama to be a rom-com, even if there's no com to the rom. So
It's true. I'm not one of those people.
no, I mean me neither.
A light movie that has like a couple in it is not a rom-com.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Elsie,
It's
do you have
someone
opinions on
to
what
tax
comedy
right
is?
What?
Do you have opinions on what comedy is?
Ugh. Anyway. No, I wouldn't say, I wouldn't be like, that's not comedy. I just
Actually, if anyone watching or on the Zoom, any of the two people watching, and Jenny's parents.
There are 6 people watching right now.
Okay, I'm super excited because it looks like we're like returning to like the mid-level budget rom-com glory days with the new Sandra Bullock film.
oh my, right?
The
How
Lost
fun
City.
does that movie look?
It looks so, and they have
It had
Daniel Radcliffe.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes for a little bit.
Yeah,
What?
I would love that.
it does. That's a great, like, the return of like like a good, like, classic. Because here's the thing about Con Air, which you now all know I've seen, is it got me on this kick of 90s movies, because you used to have blockbusters that were more than one thing.
Right.
And I'm like, this is so fucking good. Like Basic Instinct is not just a movie about Sharon Stone's hoo-ha. It's like a whole, there's everything. There's humor and mystery and just like weird shit and fun shit. And I really want to see this friggin' Sandra Bullock movie.
Marty Viscosi's in the
like,
comments saying that Hangover is a rom-com if you squint.
Who said that?
Marty Viscosi, friend of the show, in the comments.
Sorry, I don't like how that tastes.
No, I disagree.
Is it a brom-com?
It is a brom.
It is a rom-com.
I mean,
We called those
Absolutely.
bromances back in that
And honestly-
5-year period where we would use that word.
Honestly, brom-com that's a whole genre, because that's all of those movies where they're like men.
yeah, Swingers, Lord of the Rings, Super Bad.
I love
And that's not to be confused with brom-com, which is comedies with the puppet, the doll from The Boy, Brahms.
Comedy came screaming to a halt.
Nick just got another 5 points.
All
Good old-
right. Okay, this is stupid. So as we begin round 2.
8:57. Round 2.
All right. We've got Connor in last place
Mhm.
with
There we go.
-1 point.
Call
A
me Brown.
score that many have come back from. In third, we've got Liz hanging on at 0. Great. Che, it's neither a positive nor a negative. It's right there. And then we've got Jenny with 3. And she is nipping at the heels of Nick Martucci, who has 12 points. So, next round. Liz, would you like a movie I saw in the 90s, the 2000s, or after 2010?
Let's do after 2010.
Nice.
I'm not even trying to like game it now. I just
I mean, we're going to get to all of these movies, right?
Yes, we are. Okay. Okay, great. I saw this movie pretty recently. Hang on, let me think. I wasn't living here, so it wouldn't have been in the past 18 months. However, I think it may have been in the past 2 years. I think this is probably a pandemic viewing. Okay, so, and this movie is from 2006. For 5 points under sex and nudity, a character has a girlfriend who is probably 35 to 40 years younger than him. In a few scenes, it is implied that they will have sex.
doing the math and it's not mathing, you know? It makes me sad.
Okay. No, I'm feeling like I should have put the clues in a different order, but I also it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. For 4 points under profanity.
This is the best.
10 uses of ass, 24 uses of shit, 5 uses of cunt, 274 uses of fuck.
Shrek.
I feel like this has to be a British film just because Americans don't use cunt that freely.
Nick?
There's one group of Americans that use cunt that freely. We live around them. Is this The Departed?
I'm so fucking mad at you.
I'm starting to, honestly, like, it's really dumb to have you as a contestant on this show. Because you've already read all of the, like, you've read every clue, so even if you don't remember it, like, if you hear like the same weird phrases.
Well, here's the thing. I did do an episode of Fuck Words where we did all movies that have the most uses of fuck ever. And that is one of them, and it came out in 2006.
You should have recused yourself.
I would have recused myself, is what I was thinking.
This is the only opportunity I get to play this game that I made that I want to play and can't play because I made it.
I love that we're just laughing at Nick's like psychic pain.
That's not an actual problem. You can get a guest at the same time.
Yeah,
psychic pain.
That's not even one of my top problems.
Your top, Nick's top problems, a spin-off show coming this April.
All right. Well, that was The Departed. All right.
Oh, he got it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did.
We got it.
We'll never say that I got something. They'll just be angry.
I accidentally printed my CBS receipt. I just found it in my. It was
I had extra bucks that expired today.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
All right.
You can tell it's the end of the week.
Yes. So then, good. So Nick, it's your turn to choose. Good. 90s, 2000s, or today?
Let's go back to the 90s.
All right.
Also, this won't make sense to anybody but one person, but Marty, absolutely yes. Continue. It's easier than responding to a Facebook message to look like I'm not paying attention or I'm cheating. I'm just responding. Go ahead, LC, your game. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. I mean, okay, fine, whatever. Okay. I saw this movie in the 1990s. It was made in 1987 for 5 points under sex and nudity. 3 love scenes, a brief glance of the backside of a man's buttock when he gets out of bed. The backside of his buttock. Connor?
Predator.
It's not.
Are there beds in Predator?
There's butts. I just had to chime in. It's been
Are there 3 love scenes in Predator?
The director's cut is very loving, and it's got quite a bit going on.
The whole thing's
the
really a
front
love
side of
letter
the butt?
to the Predator. So, all right. For 4 points under sex and nudity.
You saw this movie in the 90s?
I know, I was so young. Sex and nudity. There is a brief moment in the cabin when the character's bare left breast is visible. It's actually a continuity error because in the next camera shot from a different position, the breast is now covered by the sheets. I don't see anyone's hand. Oh, great. Okay, good. Connor and Liz have their hands up. This is great.
This is a shot in the dark.
Well, hey, let's both of you give it a shot. So, Connor, what do you think is this movie?
Lethal Weapon.
Great. Liz, what do you think?
I mean, I'm not, if I was dishonest, I would agree with Connor, but what I was really going to say was like, I can't even remember like one of the Airplane sequels. Like, I think it's too late and Leslie Nielsen was already dead, but.
Okay.
Like Airplane 3, I guess.
Wow. Okay.
Leslie Nielsen was in like Scary Movie 3 and 4.
I can't, but like he looks like all other white men. Like I can't distinguish him from. I thought maybe it was a Leslie Nielsen lookalike.
Well, what's it? You said Lethal Weapon, and then Leslie Nielsen was in the parody of Lethal Weapon, but I can't remember what it's called. Naked Gun.
Yeah, no, that's not the parody of Lethal Weapon.
Loaded Weapon 1, National Lampoons.
Yeah,
where they say, I'm going to take a butt in the moonbeam walk. So I'm hoping. Is that what you're talking about? Shit.
So
Right.
Are we wrong?
Nick, you haven't taken your hand down, so what's your guess?
Oh, shit.
It's Fatal Attraction.
You dumbass! No, it's not.
That's not how you say Lethal Weapon.
It's Glenn Close's boob.
No,
That's
it was a
weird that you
continuity
know
error.
that.
It was not a boob. It was actually a tooth or a mouth or whatever.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Yep, it was a loose tooth or a hard nipple. I don't know which. Continuity thing.
Just
Wrong! It's not Fatal Attraction. Ha!
Okay,
All right.
let's
Down
keep
to
going.
11 points. What a loser. Idiot loser you are. Okay. So great for 3 points. Okay. It's really hard to know how to like scale the difficulty.
I know.
I kind of thought that those two were more obvious. Anyway, for 3 points, under frightening and intense scenes, there is a scene where a character gets a backstreet abortion, since abortion was illegal in 1963, and she is obviously in a lot of pain. Blood is seen on her clothes. All right. So
Blood is seen on her close. All right, I'm gonna go after that.
Did you switch to a different movie?
No!
Was I wrong?
I said 3 times. I called you an idiot for being
you
wrong.
were wrong, Nick.
You were wrong. It's not Fatal Attraction.
Okay,
And
but I know
actually-
what the movie is now.
I
Wait,
know.
really?
I'm very confident that I know the movie
I
now.
was so You've been angry at me for everything. How am I supposed to know if I'm right or wrong?
Wait, I have a quick question.
Okay.
It really wasn't Fatal Attraction?
It really wasn't Fatal Attraction.
Okay.
There is that same continuity ever in Fatal Attraction.
That's so interesting. I mean,
I
I have not seen Fatal Attraction, so
That's why I
not
was real
seen
surprised.
the parental list. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was
I thought you were
just
reading
say
out
what the
my-
I
movie
forgot to be
is?
serious about it.
I just want to get my points.
I'm sorry.
I-
Liz. What is this movie?
It's Dirty Dancing.
Hell yeah, it is.
I also had my hand raised and was saying that. Do I not get
Yeah, great. Okay, cool. You both get 3 points. Fantastic.
I only get 2 points.
Honestly, yeah, you got 1 less point.
Yeah, because I guessed wrong.
Great. Cool. All right. That's LC rules. We do the year I saw it, and Nick doesn't get an extra point. All right. Cool. Love how this is working. It's going great. Okay, Conor Shanahan.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Let's go with the odds. We'll jump right to
All right.
it. Give me the odds.
All right. Okay.
This is amazing. This is so good. I'm gonna say that.
I would have been
3 more
so
times.
disappointed in myself if I didn't get the Dirty Dancing
Oh, yeah.
on the abortion clue. Like,
I'm so happy that 3 of you get to still be friends with Elsie after this.
I don't think I've ever seen Dirty Dancing. Which is weird because I've seen documentaries about Dirty Dancing, but I'm realizing through this conversation I have not actually.
oh man, that
Dirty
was such a
Dancing.
like iconic, and also because my mom is my mom, she took it as an opportunity to like educate us about like reproductive rights. Like she like paused the movie and was like, and this scene is historically important for the following reasons. Like my sister and I were like, I think 10 and 12 respectively.
Yeah,
I saw that
have not.
documentary, Havana Nights. That was good.
Oh, get out.
Written by Peter Sagal of Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Is that? Oh, that must be true.
It is true.
not a
It
vintage
wasn't supposed to be a Dirty Dancing sequel, and it was taken from him.
Oh no! Oh,
Look, I'm still mad. I didn't even make it to the like even preliminary interview round when I applied to be an intern for Wait, Don't Tell Me. So suck it, Peter Sagal.
So wait, so is NPR his side hustle or is writing Dirty Dancing his side hustle? What is?
he just wrote an erotic thriller about one hot night in Havana that Peter Sagal, spent there.
Havana Nights, a memoir.
And then they were like, this would be a perfect setting for Dirty Dancing. He's like, no, this is my memoir. This is my truth. And they were like, look over there. And he looked,
That's actually where they got the basic storyline for Grand Theft Auto 4 too.
Oh.
I bet that's really funny.
It's a show. All I know is that you carjack prostitutes or something. So
Okay.
Peter
Yeah.
Sagal, NPR.
Gotcha.
NPR. Am I right?
All right. I saw this movie in the 2000s, and it was made in 2006. So I could have seen it any time between the year 2000 and the year 2010. All right. For 5 points under profanity, around 30 to 40 uses of fuck. Cock is used over 15 times. Ass, bitch, dick, shit, boner, and tits are heard 3+ times. Decently profane, but nothing serious.
Decent.
Pretty good movie.
Oh man.
Profane enough. It's not that good shit. All right. Oh, Connor.
Zach and Mary make a porno.
Ah, no. It is
Roll
not
me in-
Zach.
Okay. Yeah.
Were you gonna?
Romy and Michelle make a porno.
That was 2007. That was 2007. My mistake.
Yeah. Come on.
Harold and Maude make a porno.
Oh, God.
The original 16 millimeter.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would be on actual film.
Silent. With silent pornos, and they got the like fuck you in the pussy. I don't know.
And silent.
Hi
Yeah.
again, Jenny's parents.
Okay.
Have they turned off?
They used to have the live orchestra with it when it was silent. Though. That was fun.
Which was real impressive because he was playing one-handed.
Oh my god, the past smelled so bad. We can't even fathom it. I think about that all the time. Anyway, I'm a kind of like a semi like gross person or like type B in 2022, but like I would be the most uptight, like clean person of like, why does she always smell like chemicals? Like, have you been scrubbing yourself in chemicals? Why do you smell so clean? Are you just washing your hands all the time? I can't even imagine. All right.
You just sound like Gwyneth Paltrow now.
For 4 points. Under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. The main characters buy marijuana from the owner of a pizza place and are seen smoking it out of a bong.
Oh.
All right.
I'll take a guess.
Okay.
This Knocked Up?
Nick, Knocked Up was made in 2007.
I should know. I've got the ticket stub right there. I brought it out in 2 other episodes.
It's the. Are you going to get that ticket? Oh my god! This is the first movie I ever got 5 points on, because it was the only movie I remembered seeing in 2007.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Anyway, this movie is from 2006.
Guess I suck at this game now.
Okay. For 3 points, under violence and gore, a character imagines that the power of his voice causes a man's head to burst open and his brains blow out. While it is the most violent part of the movie, it is only a dream and is meant to be comical.
An inconvenient truth.
I feel like it should.
No, I think I got this in the right order. It's fine. All right, Liz.
I know. Super bad.
Gotta get a guess, right? Nick, what do you think?
I'm gonna guess that character didn't mean to blow that character's mind, but that kind of thing happens all the time. Is this Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny?
Oh,
yes, it is. All right. So
I just rewatched that scene like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh God, rude.
That's really annoying, Nick.
I've never seen Superbad. It just sounded like something that would happen. Superbad.
There is a very violent fantasy sequence in Superbad.
I mean, it could be like it is about like, sad teenage boys. So I assume violence goes with that.
Solid stab.
In America, absolutely it does.
Hashtag political. Sorry.
Right.
I don't want to get political, but it's Josh Pick's year, guys. Okay. I noticed I haven't heard any other nominees, so I don't know. It's a big weekend. Josh Pick.
LC. Okay.
I nominate LC. For
I mean, like, I agree with you in theory. I agree in theory, but once again, there's no professional distance here. I don't think that you get the vote.
I don't get a vote, but I can nominate.
And I suppose.
Oh, look at this. It's political. I'm sorry.
That the Academy and the Oscars were started to prevent Hollywood from unionizing?
Hell yeah, they were.
I didn't know that like until yesterday.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
were like, oh, yo, if you're gonna have a union, why don't you join our cool club instead? At the club, we're gonna give you like, prizes and shit. Come on in. And
But no basic rights or protections.
Well, it was also like in part because bad shit kept happening, like Charlie Chaplin marrying his underage cousin. They're like, people are gonna think Hollywood's bad.
yeah, no, it was PR, right?
Uh-huh.
All right.
But they called it the Academy of Arts and Sciences because it sounded like smart and real. But
it meant nothing.
So I just have to wonder if we accept these Inappropriate Movie Database Awards, what are we giving up? Open-ended question. Don't have to answer. It's just like keep your eyes open.
Food for thought. Yeah.
No,
I'm
reading between the lines. I hear you. You're right. We should fucking unionize. That's right.
Yes.
Look out.
We're all having fun here. We're all saying things.
Strike.
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 Oh my god.
Oh man,
Somebody gets-
what's the like song in Newsies? Like
Hey, we're the Newsies.
no. And the world will know.
And the crowd will
Just
fall.
newsying around.
And I stand tall.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'll do the whole number. Look out.
Nick's gonna start
Have we
bringing
got
pizza.
news for you?
Nick, you just made me snarf awful Diet Pepsi. And seize the day. Are we talking about seize the day right now?
No.
You
I
should
mean,
drink
good
better
one.
Diet
That's a good one.
Pepsi.
Then.
Seize the day is good. I was more thinking of like rallying the troops, because seize the day is when they're like
One more
full.
day. Okay.
One day more.
Are we gonna get back to Les Mis now? Yeah.
Okay, Jenny. Let's finish round 2.
Oh, shit.
Almost
did you
2/3 of
know-
the way there. Almost.
I didn't realize that in the anniversary cast with Nick Jonas, bless his soul, poor thing. Like he tried so hard.
Yeah,
That's
he
the hardest
tried.
part,
He
is, like,
tried, but he was vocally outmatched at every turn.
He's
That's
on
the
the
thing,
stage
is,
with
like,
Broadway
Real
royalty.
shitty co-set.
But the entire time I just kept loudly and shrilly asking my husband, like, why didn't anyone just give him a tip or something? Like that room full of people, someone should have just been like, lift your soft palate, son. Something in there. But nobody was like, hey Nick, if you try it this way. And you could just see him dying inside. But that's not the point. The point is that Javert was played by the original Marius, which is just beautiful. So not only that, but he was staring Marius eye to fucking eye while he butchered that entire show. He brought it back at the end. He came around, but like, I've never seen somebody hurt it. And by the way, I'm kind of an expert now. So I'm going to take a movie from the 90s.
I think there's 190s left.
I want that.
Oh my god.
All right. This is a movie I saw in the 90s. And it is. I'm not going to say the year anymore. I feel like that mostly helps Nick.
I like
Does
this,
anyone
yeah.
disagree?
I think that is maybe the only thing that is going to put us close to getting Nick. I mean, you do whatever
We'll
you want.
finally get to hear a 2-point clue.
Okay. I saw this movie sometime in the 90s. It could
Okay,
be
but we have
from
no idea
whatever.
when it came out.
This is the best episode of all time.
This is probably my favorite episode.
Yeah, me too. Why aren't they all like this? Okay. For 5 points under violence and gore. Well, now it's a little okay. A character gets punched in the face by the antagonist and is shown with a bloody nose.
Yeah, we don't need the year for this.
This is a scene that could only
It's
happen
true.
in one film.
Could you possibly tell us what year in the 90s you saw it? Maybe. No, okay.
Oh, okay.
No, it's all
No,
right.
okay. I saw this in the theaters in the
Okay.
90s.
Okay.
Okay.
And I I'm trying. I was like, not like, I sort of had boobs. So I feel like that should help a lot.
Okay, were they
Now-
your baby boobs or your adult boobs? Have your baby boobs fallen out yet?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
is
they do
that-
fall out after a while. The new ones grow
Yeah.
in.
But you go through a weird phase where you're just gummy.
Born with all of them.
You
is
ever
what's
just
so
tie
scary.
one end and then tie the other end to a door handle and then just end?
My uncle did that once and they lost one. Never found it again. Probably like under the baseboard. I don't know.
Just like dangling by a thread. All right.
I always just fully ripped them out. Like I didn't get any help from like the furniture. I was just like, it's time.
Do you live in the
That
beast?
tracks.
Eating the beast style?
The
Furniture
best,
down? You're gonna hang myself. Okay.
the best night's sleep you get is with that night that you're waiting for the boob fairy. You get that little extra.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so Laura.
This has become very silly. I would like
Become.
that to stop.
I feel like it started.
No, it like this is starting to take a turn for the silly, and that's not what we're here for. So
So the protagonist was punched in the nose by the antagonist, and blood showed.
yes, yes,
We're getting
I
close.
will. I will say, yeah. Okay,
Nice.
okay. This isn't exactly fair. Fuck that. Okay. Alcohol, drugs, and smoking. 4 points. Several instances of people getting drunk and sick. Some alcohol use. All right.
Oh shit!
I see 2 hands. Jenny, Jenny, what movie do you think this is?
Clueless.
Connor?
Can't hardly wait.
It's not Can't Hardly Wait, and it's not Clueless, but those are great guesses. That
Those did come out in the
right
90s.
around the time. So, all right.
Can we have the year that this came out?
No.
What did I
Oh,
just
okay.
say?
The rest of us agreed.
Oh.
We met. We decided. No.
She saw it in theaters. She had boobs, and it was the 90s.
Listen, if you want
Okay.
to change the rules at this point, Martucci, you go through the union.
All right. For 3 points, under sex and nudity. There is a scene on the plane where there is a back and forth discussion about the Mile High Club. One character even asks what that is. This may involve inquiry from children of all ages. I see Liz's hand.
Hey, I'm back at wondering whose 37-year-old child had questions about the Mile High Club.
Yeah, right? Children of all ages. Like kids from 1 to 92 may wonder what the Mile High Club is.
I just don't want to rule anybody out.
You
Liz,
never grow out of wondering what things mean if they're
Is
there.
this the wedding singer?
Nick?
Wedding singer.
Fuck.
Yeah, this movie from 1998 that I saw in the theater and have never updated my favorite movie is indeed The Wedding Singer. For 2 points under violence and gore, the song Somebody Kill Me has a couple violent references. And for 1 point under profanity, Billy Idol makes a wanker gesture at another man. Wanker is an offensive British term.
Is the gesture an offensive British gesture?
All right, wait a minute.
Should we take
Billy
the hour
Idol
and a half
does it.
ad break time?
I love that you're like manually tallying things up.
I always do. Oh. Wow.
If I had to do that, everybody's score would be wrong.
All right. Okay, so we're closing out round 2.
Nearly an hour and a half into the show.
Great. Let's do this every week. All right.
I feel like
So
my
it's
roommates are gonna
anyone's
think
game.
I'm being exercised at this point.
What?
My roommates are gonna think I'm being exercised. Like my laughter is so weird and random.
Nick, how many people are watching right now?
I'm seeing 7 right now in the YouTube. I don't know if that counts people who are not watching on YouTube directly. But people haven't tuned out yet.
Amazing.
Huh.
Thanks to our audience. Thanks for tuning in, folks.
We love you all.
I love you.
You know what it is? It's that we all have glasses. It makes us look really trustworthy. They believe us.
That's true. Only one non-trustworthy person in this group.
Well, yeah, no, the host is not supposed to be trustworthy.
I know.
Unreliable.
Unreliable host. Yeah, like the thing. Okay, so as we just as we roll into round 3 and last, anyone's game. We got Nick in the lead at 18 points, even after I started taking off points. Liz Estey coming up right behind him with 6 points. Fucking crushing it, Liz Estey. Jenny, my friend, still led up there, 2 points. Connor, -2 points, mirror image. Jenny's score. My 2 oldest friends.
It gotta be. Yeah.
Seems kind of weird that like these new strangers that I like just barely met seem to know my favorite movies so much better.
It might
Yeah,
be
no, it's
meeting
so
better
weird.
people now.
Oh,
It's so bizarre how the movie man is the person who knows all the movies you've seen. It's so
it's
weird
so
to me.
bizarre how the girl who was depressed as a child and watched reruns on TBS knows these films.
Yeah,
It's so bizarre that
Yeah.
I've been at -2 points for quite a long time. I've guessed quite a few movies.
It is bizarre. Wait, no, you haven't. You've
I
only
feel
guessed.
like I have to be lower than that, don't I?
What have
Well,
you
but didn't you
guessed?
get one
Can't hardly
correct?
wait.
I definitely guessed Predator, Lethal Weapon. Those were both right. I mean, wrong. I think I'm like -5, but
Okay.
it's all good. I mean, I'm appreciating
wait.
the.
I don't know if you were taking up points, but I wasn't serious when I said Shrek.
No, I know. I probably okay. Part of the I need to
It's
get
all blurred out.
You can't
It's
see
blurred
it.
out, so it just looks like you're doing nasty doodles about us and probably our boobies.
okay. So my
Have
room
the
is too
battalion
messy for me to
getting
unblur my camera, but I feel like you
Oh.
can
Oh
see
yeah.
I'm not real clear on who has achieved one. It's a real a maze here. Where I was like, okay, I think that number goes with that person. Okay.
Like it. I like your style.
In summation, we've got Nick 18, Liz at 6, Jay at 3, and Connor said he's at -5, and who am I?
At least. That's all good.
Tell him he's wrong. So, well, the host of this fucking quiz show, for one. But let's just do this bullshit. So 1990 is out. So let's see. Liz, would you like a movie I saw in the 2000s or since 2010?
Let's do in the 2000s.
All right. Okay. I saw this movie in the 2000s. It was made before that.
Movie that was made before you saw it.
Hey.
So you didn't work on this movie.
I didn't work on this movie. This movie was made before I was born.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So anytime before like 1997. Now.
Yeah, I second that.
I don't seem to recall making a joke, but okay. Okay. From sometime before, for 5 points under sex and nudity, the protagonist's room has pictures of nude women. Although the pictures are hard to see, breasts and pubic region can be visible. Jenny, I see your hand. And Connor, I also see your hand. Connor, anyone else? Liz? No? Someone's got naked ladies on the wall.
Really narrows it down.
Yeah.
I thought you meant between one of us.
It's the one with the blurred background, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do know. I have a calendar of nasty anime girls that a friend sent me. And I had to take it down the other day so that they could deliver my new stove. It's real good though. It's the Babs Tar calendar.
Yeah. That is like millennial domesticity. Amazing. Okay, for 4 points.
You have two people who haven't guessed.
Oh my gosh! Sorry, Connor. What do you think this movie is?
I'm of course it was made before you were born, so prior to 97. This is obviously Back to the Future, because Zemeckis always has nudity.
I don't know if that's true. I'm not really a big movie guy. Jenny, what do you think this movie is?
I think it's American Pie.
American Pie. All right. Well, it's not American Pie.
All right.
It's
Well,
also not Back to the Future. But close, because they both came out before I was born. All right. For 4 points. Brief glance at the protagonist's penis. Not shown completely. This is in the context of him being forced to change in front of a prison guard. Connor.
Okay, but
Oh.
Are you sure it's not American Pie?
They all deserved prison in American Pie.
Again, the director's cut. It's very tender, very loving. Like Predator.
Yeah, I don't know. The Allison Hannigan character doesn't really work in the prison setting. Like, you're supposed to be surprised she's a freak.
This one time in prison?
Yeah. This one time in prison, I played a recorder. Like, all right. Connor, you actually have your hand up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that this movie would have found its way into the 12 on this episode. but I'll take a real stab and say Midnight Express.
It is not Midnight Express.
Elsie is so confused.
I don't know. No, I'm trying to think, like, is that a movie do I even know what that is? Is that Charles Grodin? No, that's Midnight Run. Is that friggin' the Woody Allen? No, that's Midnight in Paris. I don't even know what Midnight Express is, Connor.
I don't either.
I mean, if you've seen The Cable Guy, you've seen it.
Yeah. Boobs up against the glass. Sorry, teeth up against the glass. Guy gets arrested for hash, and maybe I thought his dong was hanging out when he was changing.
Oh, that makes sense.
It was a great guess, let me tell you.
It is a great guess.
No.
This is also, I mean, it's weird because now it's like it makes it way harder without the specific year, and I only wanted to hurt Nick. So
can I ask you a question? Is this before you were born, or is this before 1997?
Oh, great question.
Probably both.
Yeah. So yeah, both.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't ask that right, but okay, great.
Okay. You know what, Connor, this movie was made before you were born. Okay, how's that?
94. Okay, we're good. We're golden.
Great.
Can I
Okay.
be elder statesman here? Because I might have to go kill myself. What?
I think it would be me, Jenny. I
No,
think I'm
Jenny.
holding that.
Jenny, I'm older than you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
I
Oh.
would definitely be
1958. It's before
Okay.
I was born.
Oh my God. I'm so Nick, if you were like an old man, that would be so cool.
I mean, I feel like Nick already
Here's
is
hoping
rocking,
someday.
rocking the old
I mean,
man.
like literally in a magic way.
A magic old man.
Like not no, like you switch.
And this is what I decided to do with my newfound youth.
Maybe the real you spent your whole life chasing money and like just like a garbage and was just like but when the real you was yourself a young man in like your 40s, you just wanted to make people laugh. Anyway, that I just feel like that would be a very charming narrative.
And
So-
let's say it's
So
true.
consider it.
Hey, Elsie, can we get a quick recap of
The whole
clues?
game.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So this
Who's your
movie
teeth?
is from before any of us were born. The protagonist's room has pictures of nude women, which are hard to see, but there is some pubic hair visible. Get a brief glance at that protagonist's penis in the context of him being forced to change in front of a prison guard. Now, for 3 points under violence and gore. A category almost unanimously ranked as severe by the viewing public. All right, that's a good clue that I gave. All right. 3
Cats
points.
is the same way.
What?
I said Cats is the same way. Everything's ranked severe.
Oh.
A man gets hit in the groin with a cane, then kicked into a river. Another man is tripped, then also falls into the river. As he reaches for his head to seemingly be helped up, he is slightly cut with a dagger, although little blood is shown. I see 2 hands up. All right. Man getting hit in the groin with a cane, kicked into a river. Connor, what do you think this movie is?
My initial thought was America's Funniest Home Videos movie. And then I realized that came out after I was born. And so I would have to go with Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange, Nick.
I was also going to say Clockwork Orange, which features America's Funniest Film Videos at the end when he's got his eyes pried open.
Making him watch.
Yeah, he just hears the theme at the end. That's when he starts smiling. Yeah.
Red, white, and blue.
All right. Well, Conor, you're up to -4 points. Nick, you're up to 19 points.
Wasn't that the 3-point clue?
What?
Wasn't that the 3-point clue?
So I took 2 points off. What do you want, dude?
Why did you give Conor 3 points?
Yeah, fuck that. Give me 2 points, not 3.
Elsie's rules.
It's my rules, and I'm giving you less points because you're already in the lead. You don't get blue shells, Nick.
I am saying that you only gave Conor 1 point.
No, I gave Conor 3 points. He was at -7, and now he's at -4.
Oh, he was at -7? I thought he was at -5.
Well, he told me he was at -5, and then he kept getting shit wrong.
To lull you into a sense of false security, Elsie. All right.
Yeah, no, seriously. Now who knows? Hey,
now
Conor,
who knows the score?
Did you think that Elsie was your opponent the entire time? Because it's us. Like we're.
Can you guys explain this game to me one more time? Because I'm taking Elsie down. That was good, Jen.
Nick, if you lose this episode, like, I'm not going to talk to you for a while. This needs to be shared with the people, and I don't even. I don't know why you're even bringing up losing it on purpose. So
this is serious though, because this is threatening the only record I've ever come close to holding on this show of most losingest, which is a competition between me and Lloyd. So, and I think he's got me beat only because he's really good about being on this show a lot. But I'm slow and steady, making my way to the bottom.
All right, well, Jenny, start ringing in, and I'll start trying to ring up.
So that one movie took like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Let's slow it down a bit.
Slow it down a bit.
Everybody relax.
This is going to be our first 2-hour episode.
Yay!
That's a good one to really lean into, though.
And we once did an episode with 25 movies.
This is Inappropriate Movie Database, the
Quality,
movie.
Nick. Quality.
Let's beat the Batman.
America. Oh, my hand's up.
All right. So that was Liz, right? So we got 3.
Wait, so am I at -4 then? Where am I at?
You're at -4.
All right.
And we're back to Nick. So
Okay.
Nick, do you want a movie that I saw in the 2000s or since 2010?
Let's go since 2010.
All right. Okay. All right. I saw this movie after 2010. I'm not going to go track down new clues now. For 5. Okay, you know what? This movie came out after 2015, I'll say.
Okay.
Okay, for 5 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. 2 characters are heavy casual drinkers, though this is portrayed in a comedic manner. All right. For 5 points under violence and gore, 2 teenagers are killed. We see some minor blood on the wall, but we do not see the bodies. For
Wait,
4 points.
this came out sometime before the 2010s?
After.
After.
And how many teenagers were killed?
2. At least. No, but 2. Like, that's kind of the scene.
Was any of the
We all know it's. We all know what this movie is.
this is so annoying going from the like this could be literally any movie to like, okay, if you've seen it, you know what this movie is. Okay.
Oh, is it the 2019 anniversary recording of Les Mis in concert?
One reference more.
But way more than 2 kids die, you know?
Well, just children.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but the drinkers are very funny.
A girl sadly pulls off her hat. Blood is shown. All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just pad all of this for 4 points under violence.
We're now in 4 points.
Yeah, this one's worth 4 points now. Threatening and intense scenes. A girl briefly cuts her cheek with a pair of scissors. Intense, but not graphic. Liz's hand is up. Anyone else want to brave the elements? Connor's got a hand up. All right, we got two hands. I see 3 hands. I see 3. 3 hands. 3 hands. Even Nick's got his hand up. even Nick's giving it a shot. All right, and 3 hands.
I like
3
this
hands.
carnival
All right,
barker.
all right, 3 hands. Nick, what do you think is this movie?
It's probably not this, but God Bless America.
Connor, what do you think?
Much like on TV, This Is Us. Gotta go hang myself.
Liz, what do you think?
Scream 4.
All right.
Gosh.
Okay, it's not Scream 4. That is not one of my 12.
Okay. I don't know. It could be.
It could. No, I'm sorry. No, you're right. And it also, I forget. Okay. Well, no. Yeah, Connor's right. It is Us. The movie is Us. It's Us.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's the Jordan Peele movie Us. But now, I'm sorry, Nick. I forgot what you guessed. I was so happy it wasn't right.
God Bless America.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
That's a Bobcat Goldthwait movie where a guy and a teenage girl go across the country killing people who make them angry.
Is that Meatloaf's
like
stunt double in that movie? Is that it's Meatloaf crossed out, right?
It's no, it's one of the Murrays. It's Joel Murray, I think.
Oh, I thought it was like a poor man's Meatloaf, which is pretty poor, but.
But yeah, there's a scene where he kills a teenage girl in her super sweet 16th party because he keeps seeing that MTV show and it pisses him off. And another girl sees him do it and is like, "That is so cool. Can I kill people with you?"
Aw. That's fun.
It's a
must be
fun
pretty
movie.
good, actually, right?
Well,
Cool.
and that brings Connor right up to 0. You got the 4-point clue.
Fuck.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was Tim
Right.
Heidecker's kids, right? Tim Heidecker's kids get killed.
Yeah, the twins.
Right. Twins.
Oh, that movie's fun.
Yeah, Danny and Arnold. Yeah, DeVito and Schwartz.
The idea that Danny DeVito is in any. Okay, look, we've only got a couple.
Remake Us, and Arnold is Danny DeVito's Tether.
I'm done. I'm fucking done.
That would be iconic. Actually, I'm excited for the new Jordan Peele. Nope.
I heard about it. I was excited about it, and now I don't remember what it is.
I think, well, the point is that, like, I feel like, and he's done this successfully with the trailers for both Get Out and Us. Like, it was actually a trailer that didn't reveal the plot, you know, because I feel like recently a lot of trailers have just been like, here is the plot, in
Yeah.
2 minutes. And it wasn't that. So we don't really know. We know that like Keke Palmer has horses. And Danny Kaluuya is there. Daniel, I don't know why I call him Danny
Your
Kaluuya.
buddy Danny's in that movie.
My friend Danny.
You know Danny.
Hey,
Oh, get out, Danny. Yeah.
He's probably one of the ones watching tonight. Danny had.
Hey,
I'm sorry, Widows didn't make it in.
Dude, that movie is so good and so
Widows was amazing.
so underrated. I will
Steve McQueen, man. Oh man.
stay fucking mad about that. That shot from the limo hood of sorry. Also, Cynthia Erivo's arms in that film. It's insane. Actually,
amazing.
so Viola Davis's arms as well. There's just a lot of good arms.
A good arm
Happening.
movie.
Good arms, yeah.
Those women are armed.
Oh, shut up.
All right, so Nick is back at 0.
Perfect.
Tied with Connor.
Welcome back.
Anything can happen. All right.
Wait, we gotta help. Where's Jenny at? Where's Jenny?
It doesn't matter.
Jenny's at 2.
All right, Jenny.
Okay.
All right.
What am I
This
at?
race, yeah.
5? 4?
Where's
Okay.
Liz?
Oh, and Liz is at 6.
Oh, I haven't guessed wrong.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah.
I don't think I have either.
Caution sometimes works.
Okay, I really think there's only 2 left.
There
Or
are only 2.
And Nick's
I thought-
like, there are only 2. There will only be 2.
my favorite of this has been so much fun, but my favorite thing is doing this in front of Nick to his baby. Like
I
the joy
love
of
this.
just stretching it on out.
Nobody's gonna watch this whole episode again, so we're just having fun. I
1
think
year from now, we're getting together and watching this.
we have officially crossed the 2-hour mark. So
No, we haven't. Or maybe that's when the Zoom started, but we've got 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So, in summation, 2 movies left, which means 2 people left, which means the next person picking a movie is Connor. And I think we got one from the 2000s and one from the 2010s.
Let's go 2010s.
All right. Okay. I saw this movie recently. It is from it is from before this century. All right. For 5 points. Sex
it's like
and
when you
nudity.
play Monopoly and you don't follow any of the rules, so it takes 8 hours.
No,
It
it
takes
takes 8 hours when
following the
you
rules.
do follow the rules.
No.
Who
You
the
follow
fuck
rules,
plays
it ends
Monopoly?
Oh my god. I
don't
never
think
really
about
thought about what it would
capitalism,
be like to
Martucci.
play Monopoly with you, Nick.
It's not a fun game.
Not
It's
with
not,
you.
it's horrible. The last time my family played it, my brother, I think that's what finally pushed my brother into fully being communist. Like he was flirting with it prior to that game, and then he was like, I'm a communist now.
That's the whole point of the game.
Oh, right. That's right.
It was
That was the
invented to
point.
show you that capitalism was
Listen,
bad,
Yeah,
and then
it
was
does a
stolen
great.
from the woman who invented it.
Yeah, it's fucking. The irony is.
But the
God.
game won't end because people keep trying to invent more ways to get free money instead of just accepting that you're supposed to be bankrupt.
Yeah.
They need to unionize what it comes down to.
Yeah. There should be a movie about that.
Oh no, not Monopoly the movie.
I
Coming
think
from
Ridley
Paramount.
Scott was attached to Monopoly the movie for a while.
Oh god.
I can't tell if you're joking because, like,
No, that happened like in
Yeah.
the
Honestly,
mid
though,
2000s.
if you don't cast Sir Topham Hatt as the Monopoly man, what are you even doing? I'm sorry.
He needs the work too.
is that
He
the real
needs
name?
the work.
Sir Topham Hatt from Thomas and the Tank Engine.
oh, okay. All
The
right.
Tom-
Thomas
Thomas-
the Tank Engine. I don't know
Thomas could play
Thomas.
the race car. Yeah. Be great.
Okay.
Thomas and the Tank Engine.
For 5 points under sex and nudity, a woman stands up from bed, shown completely nude from the rear. It is implied she was having sex with a man shortly before this.
Wow. What a scene that has never been done before.
And it was from the last century. Okay.
Wow.
This is stupid. All right, whatever.
A woman had sex and we see her nude from behind.
All right. All 4 of these other clues end with a hand in the air. So I'm going to do a fun one.
Do we see the back of her buttocks?
Or one buttock.
Completely nude from the rear. I think that means ankles to neck. And
Do we
that's
see the
both
front of her
buttocks.
buttocks?
Yeah, but does she have one or two?
Answer the question, please. This is fucked. Oh, goodness.
Somehow we have 9 viewers now. We have gone up.
They heard we were having a party.
Hello, everybody.
They love the marathon. My mom called her friends.
Also, hello, Dag Desmond, who just put a heart in the chat.
Wow.
Hey, Dag.
Dag Desmond. The superhero name.
All right.
It
This
really is,
3-point clue of sex and nudity goes out to Dag Desmond. 3
Taking
points.
request now.
Dag. I'm raising my hand on this one for Dag, by the way. There, it's raised now. Let's hear the clue.
In one of the stripping scenes, there is a quick but explicit shot of the character's vulva, justified by context. Stop nodding.
Justified by context.
All right, 4 hands. Liz, what do
This
you
is
think?
not right, but Showgirls.
Jenny, what do you think this movie is?
I think it is Showgirls.
Nick,
I think it's the DVD I lent you, The Apartment. I mean, Showgirls.
no recollection of you loaning me the apartment, as I would have returned it. Sorry, Connor, what do you think this movie is?
I think it's that. I'm very tempted to go striptease, but I'll stick with the pack and my initial thought and go with Showgirls.
Yeah!
Oh my gosh, I got it
3
right.
points to everyone except Nick.
Dag, you are our lucky
Dag.
charm. Don't
Dag.
you dare go away.
Dag.
Yeah.
Stay
Dag.
right where you are. I hope you don't have to work tomorrow. Let's go back to the beginning. From the top. Do it again.
Let's talk about all the movies with vulvas in it that are justified.
My
By
favorite movies
context.
have unjustified vulvas, though. That's what really speaks to me as an
That's
artist.
Mary
My
Poppins.
favorite cutscene from Osmosis Jones, actually.
Yeah, sex and nudity, out of context vulvas. Not a fan.
Just flying around the screen.
Unearned.
Is this a
vulvas.
Georgia O'Keeffe movie?
Directed by Ridley Scott, baby. Monopoly the movie. What the fuck?
All
Goddamn,
right.
what's going on? All right.
Last
That's just
movie.
Disney.
I saw it in the 2000s.
Wait, I don't even get
in
to
the
pick.
theater in 2003.
There's one left.
I still want to pick it.
Oh, let him pick. Shit.
For 5 points. Frightening and intense scenes. A man dies of a heart attack. Get 2 hands in the air. All right, Nick.
Fuck it, Dumb and Dumber.
All right, Jenny.
Oh, you want to do this? We'll do this now that I've buzzed in. Before I give you an answer, I'm going to share my final Les Mis fact with you because I have one last Les Mis fact, but it is the most important thing I know about Les Mis because it's the only thing I've ever discovered myself about Les Mis, and I made this discovery probably around movie 4, so movie 5 was fucking hilarious. When you're familiar with the opening, I'm sure everyone here has seen Les Mis at least 5 times. So you look well, it gets all sparkly, right? And then they gets prisony and look down. It's very prisony. But what I realized that matches up perfectly to is so long, farewell, Adidas, and good night. Adieu, adieu.
You're here until you.
And that's the most important thing that I know about Les Mis. And I think this movie, I forgot what the clue is, but I'm gonna guess anyway because I buzzed in. To Cider House Rules.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Josh Peck.
Classic.
Josh Peck.
Oh my god.
I committed just because I wanted to show off the Les Mis thing because I've been shouting that at my husband all week long with no other outlet to share.
That's from the musical Die Miserable, right?
Well, I don't remember what movie either of you guessed.
That's fine. That
They
means we were
both were
wrong.
not right.
Is it from 2003 or is that when you saw it? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry, really, what was the clue again?
A man dies of a heart attack.
I didn't know what the year was. I thought we weren't doing this.
It's the last movie,
You snuck one by us.
and I don't know. I got caught bringing CVS snacks into this movie.
Oh, I know.
How did you get caught?
Yo, they took it mad seriously is how we got caught. Because like literally they like saw us and they were like, you have to get rid of that. And we were like, okay. And we like left and like took a lap and put all our stuff in our coats and whatnot and did all of that. Go sit like in the back of the theater, like we're not being loud. We pull out our snacks and immediately a flashlight. Immediately, like we told you not to bring snacks in here. Like,
meanwhile, I was walking in with a full Legal Seafoods meal to go.
Right?
No one stopped me.
Well, it's a different time now.
Pre-pandemic, I was fully like, you know what? There's no one else in this theater. I'm eating chowder at the movie theater.
I went to see Sicario when it came out, and somebody in the theater had Tupperware and actual plates and silverware. And you know, because you heard the clicking of the knife on the plate.
What the?
I didn't finish that movie because a rat ran by my feet.
Where did you see this?
Did you go to?
I'm not going to mention any name, but it's it's in Arlington, and it's like called The Capitol, but without mentioning like.
Is that
actually that's totally trash?
Where everyone
sure
should
is.
be if they're not here?
Yeah.
What you didn't say is that the rat ran over to the person, pulled out a flashlight, and said, "Sir, you can't be doing that in here."
The rat was an
It did have a
employee.
little vest. You know?
Ratatouille, but for just like, film enthusiast rats. It ultimately was just not very compelling as a movie. All right, for 4 points. For 4 points under sex and nudity. A man walks through the streets naked. We only see his buttocks. Later, he gets in the car with several clothed women. This scene is comedic, but also very awkward.
Thought I knew what it was, and then absolutely don't know.
Connor, your hands up. What do you think this movie is?
Did you just say, "Connor, you're handsome"? I'll take Old School.
Old School. It is indeed Old School. So that is another 4 points, meaning, hot damn. And then you both guessed movies. So you're back at 18.
The old back at 18.
Oh, hot damn. So Our final scores for this evening. Jenny, you have to have noticed I tried really hard. I tried so hard to top load this.
I should have so many times. You want to think right as we
They
started?
took our snacks, Jenny. They were our snacks. And you don't even remember.
I don't actually. I'm sorry.
No, I know you don't. And that's fine.
Wait, what movie was that?
Old school.
You went to Old School?
We saw Old School with your friend Lynn.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you know what? That cements
Amazing.
like the era. That's wild.
I mean, I didn't think
Also-
you would remember that one particularly. It was more all the others.
Lynn would have gotten it.
Lynn,
I totally would have gotten it.
Wait, Nick, I thought of another show theme. Sorry.
Yes.
Movies I've seen while having an AMC Stubs membership.
Ooh.
Because you
You
can
mean
see
you or me?
me.
Okay.
Like I would host it. I would do all the work and stuff.
Perfect. I would like to do an episode of movies I saw with Movie Pass.
Oh my God.
What
that
a
would
Oh, yeah.
magical year.
Hell yeah.
See, I was already like fully on the Stubbs bandwagon at that point.
I had Movie Pass when it was $30 a month, and then they dropped it, and then everybody joined.
Wow.
I got Cinemia, and then they ripped me off, and I could not cancel with them. And I joined Twitter just to tear them down, and they finally. Only thing I've ever done on Twitter.
best use of Twitter.
Subs, baby.
Cinemia?
Yeah, it was like movie.
Here we
Pass,
go again.
Just look down, look down.
No.
A shittier movie pass before AMC Stubs, basically.
Oh wow.
So what were the final scores?
Okay, well, our real winner tonight is Liz Estey with 9 points. Second place is Jenny with, second place is Connor with 7. Third place, Jenny with 4. Have a great night, everyone. Oh, and Nick
Hey.
won with 18. Congratulations on winning your own show, Nick! Yay!
And with
Is this
18
a-
points, our real winner, Dag.
Yeah.
I feel like that.
We're gonna gift Dag Nick's win because he can't
Yeah.
use himself
I
anyway.
donate my win to Dag.
Oh, nice.
I see
All
my
right.
bag.
That's our show. I host this show twice a week. So if you had a blast this time, it's always like this. And so tune in again. Okay, well, before we sign off, let's see. Connor, you got anything you want to let the people know about?
Yeah, I just want to talk about Josh Pick and his great ability to both elevate this game and then to slam the brakes on it. I'm a big fan of the way he plays and the way he drops, as I've said earlier, 8-legged freaks, side of house rules. Occasionally, Forrest Gump will get thrown in the mix. I just like to be the first to congratulate him on winning the Stanley Tucci this year. So great job, bud, and all the best to all of you. Great job, Elsie. It's amazing.
Great. Okay, cool. Very good. All right, check out Josh Peck. Liz, do you have any anything?
My Instagram at Liz Estey for pictures of baking, and also there's a video of me skiing, like not very well, but well for me there, so you can enjoy that for your viewing.
That's
and-
Liz.Estey, right?
No, it's just Liz Estey, one word. Yeah.
Who am I following?
I don't know. I don't know. Probably one of my distant cousins from Michigan or Canada, because those are the only other SDs that exist, apart from our part of northeastern
Interesting.
United States. And then my uncle in Florida. I don't like him. And he knows. And also, he would never watch anything I did because he sent me a 2-word email a day after my birthday, and he still sends my brother money, and I'm not bitter at all.
Fuck your Florida uncle.
Thank you. Yeah.
Blanket statement, okay?
Yeah, that's true for most people. And then you can follow me on Twitter for promos of shows I do, which right now is really just this show. But I aspire to return to other shows at some point, so I can do my tight 5 on the world's worst pap smear. Because it's not a tight 5, it's like it's a long
Real
5. Unlike I'm not going to finish that. You can fit, but the point is, they did use 2 different speculums because the first one was too large, and they apparently couldn't figure that out from sight. So, but it didn't make it all the way to the cervix. That was anyway. I digress.
See, this is why I just don't get pap smears.
Okay, but actually it's really important for everyone not to. This is what happens. I make a joke and then I do
I get pap smears. Thank you.
It's very upsetting to me. And I don't know, if you know a single man that's not insane, please send me his info, because dating apps are not going well.
This is a much better idea.
I think it's chaotic as fuck, and that honestly is good. So let's do it this way. Actually, one of my friends from college made a Google form and shared it on Twitter for people to fill out to date them, which I loved.
You want me to pull some clips from this episode? We can add that.
Jesus. Just share it. Blast it on your socials, guys.
Get the clips and talk about how you hate your uncle.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd throw the type 5 in there as well.
Yeah, look, if you guys, there's so many, he stopped collecting samurai swords because he fell and cut himself open. This is true fact about this man. But he still owns guns. So, he visited me in Montreal once 11 years ago and mailed himself a pocket knife so that he could have a weapon in the mean streets of Montreal. Because you can't bring a gun over the border to Canada. Anyway, I could go on, but I won't. But he's a great ice dancer. So that's always the fun. That's the one that throws people for a loop. He's this asshole libertarian with an NRA membership who also ice dances. It's
do you have stand-up about that? Because I feel but he's a great ice dancer is the perfect punchline.
I don't, but I should write some new stuff about this.
I mean, that's a real just 720 transformation.
It's yeah. That's honestly the only thing he and my dad still have in common is figure skating. So they both enjoy watching it, and he sent a clip from the Olympics as if we hadn't already watched it. I was like, you think we weren't watching the live stream? But he was like, check out Yuma Kageyama. I was like, bitch, I've been watching him since the Junior Grand Prix. I don't know what you're on about. Sorry.
I get it. It's
also,
I will say, before it was your thing. Don't act like you're telling me about my thing.
But actually it was his thing.
That's true. He's
my
older.
dad started skating because his brother skated, and then I started skating because my dad skated. So anyway, I'm sorry, this got way off track.
Yeah.
I aspire to, if I can find somewhere for ice time and a way to record myself, I want to do some figure skating videos on Instagram. I think that would be fun.
I want to watch them.
I got new skates for my birthday, so
nice.
Yeah. Anyway, this was great. Thanks for letting me talk about weird shit for 2.5 hours. It's been a joy.
It is getting there, huh? All right. Okay, great. Jenny, what's up? Is there anything you'd like to let the people know?
Oh, hey, yeah. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna take the time to apologize to first to you, of course, because apparently I've forgotten every moment that we have ever spent together. Except that time recently when we were dunking on John Cleese a lot. I still think about that often and enjoy that. Like roasting John Cleese with you is definitely a core memory for me. So that was fun. I'd also like to apologize to my parents for letting them down tonight. I know that they've been really proud of the effort and the work that I've put in here. I would like to apologize to Dag. I tried to do better for you and I didn't, and that's on me. Sometimes performance, it just doesn't come together. Sometimes God's not with you on the field, Sometimes everybody says, God, help me out here. He can't help everybody. He's got to pick one. So, and also I'm going to apologize to my husband, who, as we went live, as we were rolling, you can go back to the beginning and see this because I turned for a minute and he slipped me a note.
Aww.
So I don't have anything to plug because I might be agoraphobic, but but I have been writing a show that is still too far out to promote, but I promise I'm doing stuff. I didn't just stop posting for no reason. So, I'll be back in a few months probably with something. Until then,
yeah.
Again, I just my deepest, sincerest apologies for my performance tonight.
Oh, it was wonderful. I would like to once again point out that the Academy and the Oscars were invented to prevent Hollywood from unionizing. I would also like to say that Halle Berry can only hear out of one ear. And if you don't know why, you should take a Google. And that now I will hand it all back to our gracious host who let me just fucking run around like a fucking idiot toddler with his show. Nick, take it away.
Elsie, thank you. Thank you so much for doing this. Yeah, clap for Elsie.
Bravo.
This has been the most I have laughed and stood up during this show. This has been an absolute joy. We are well over 2 hours. This has been.
This is a movie. This is
if this was a movie, it would be too long for me to watch it.
Yep. Oh well, it needs a heavy edit,
and it would be
at
made
least
after
intermission.
2010.
We could probably throw an intermission right around like the second movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
But seriously, this has been so much fun. Thank you so much for doing this. Elsie Clark, also thank you so much, Jenny Isme, Liz Estey, Conor Shanahan. I'm Nick Martucci. Like Elsie said, we do this show Mondays and Thursdays. Mondays at 9 p.m. Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Right here on this channel you're watching. We're back on Monday with remakes. Liz apparently is going to be back on that show for her third show in a row. We also have Amma Martho, Robbie Doty, and Sammy James on that show. You can follow me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. Follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game. Join the Facebook group, search Inappropriate Movie Database, or click the link in the description. And please, please come out if you're in the Boston area on April 12th at 7 p.m. It's a Tuesday in Jamaica Plain at the Midway Cafe. We're doing this live. I want everybody who can come to come. It's going to be so much fun. We have so much great stuff planned. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for doing this. This has been such an absolute joy. And Elsie, again, happy 5th anniversary. This is the mutual gift.
Yes. Yeah. It was basically Gift of the Magi because I was like, oh my God, you're so sick of hosting your show. Let me host your show. And you were like, oh my God, you are so lonely and you long for an opportunity to just be on for 2.5 hours. I'm gonna surprise you with that. And I was like, I'm gonna surprise Nick by taking over his show. And then it was the same. It's great. Yes.
Okay, but speaking of gifts, listen, we're already over 2 hours. We've run way off the rails here.
Yeah.
Can I show y'all the best movie-related gift I've ever received from LC? I mean, ever, but received it from LC. But this is the best movie-related
If you
gift I've
stuck
ever
around,
received.
you get to see this bonus thing. This is like post credits.
Can you imagine if we all said no to this? By the way.
Oh my God! Well, I mean, I'm away now.
I got this.
I'm away right now, so you guys could just hang up on me.
We could just end the stream and leave everybody.
No one's gonna know
how many of our. If Dag has seen this movie, that'll be good.
Dag has said also before we end. Dag says, "LC, you nailed it. You had them laughing out loud."
Excellent.
Dag's done it again.
Oh my goodness.
Now let's see that gift and let's all go to bed.
Okay, so we were talking earlier about some other great movies, but this is a gift from the fine film Sorry to Bother You.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jenny, there's a note on it.
Oh, it's got I still have the sweet note, but
wow.
It's the Mr. Bobo place that they do cocaines off of.
Well, is it cocaine's? Well, is it cocaine's?
Well, I mean, spoilers.
Nay.
No, but yeah, and the thing is that this gift, Elsie just randomly out of the blue sent me a message like, I need your address. I found something and I'm going to send it to you for no reason. And so I had no idea what it was until I opened and just found Mr. Boba. It's the most beautiful thing anyone has ever sent me. So it is a cherished thing. And I just needed Elsie to get the credit for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I saw that in the theaters and I loved it so much. And I bought like 4 like power manual that were, spiral notebooks. I just thought it was so cool. I got the soundtrack and then I got that plate because they were like collector's item in the show. And I was like, that's amazing. I'm always going to want to have a souvenir of that great scene between Lakeith Stanfield and the wonderful Armie Hammer.
Everybody's favorite actor, Armie Hammer.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for watching. We really should end this. Like, subscribe, do whatever YouTubers. Check out all the past episodes with all of these fine folks on it. They're all great. Thank you so much for watching. Good night, everybody.
Unions.